Hey everybody, today's video is going to be a little more serious. I know I try to make a lot more lighthearted and not exactly really serious videos. I've made a few kind of serious videos, but this one is one that hits home for me. It's something that's been on my mind since it happened back in 2016. And I feel like I'm just now getting to the point to where I can talk about it without getting upset. It has to do with my pregnancy and my trying to get insurance. Because if you don't already know, I'm American. We get Medicaid when we're pregnant if we qualified. Of course, I qualified because I was a teenager. My husband didn't make a lot. We were living in a trailer that was really expensive for around here and what we were making. Of course, I didn't have a job, so we were living on one income. There was a lot of factors in play for the reason that I would get Medicaid. And if you don't already know, to get Medicaid, you have to apply and have proof of pregnancy. And that's what this story is about. It's about me getting my proof of pregnancy and the not horrible but not great experience that I had with a local kind of charity. I told my mom before I told anyone that I was pregnant. I mean, of course I told Daniel first, but my mom was basically the second person to know because she's had 7 kids, and of course I wanted her advice because every girl needs her mother. And then I'm not sure if it was her or if it was me that made the appointment at our health department so I could get a pregnancy test so I could get Medicaid, but one of us made the appointment. And then the day of the appointment comes along. My mom drives her car to my house. We get in my car. My mom drives because I have really bad anxiety and I don't like driving in the city. So we're driving my car. We get to the health department. We are late. Late a lot. And people who know me personally know that my mom is late to everything. And I personally think the woman would be late to her own funeral. I can already tell this is going to be a bad day. Because not only are we late to the appointment, but my mom tries to go in the exit. And there's a curb and she just hits the curb. I think that we're about to have to replace my tire on my car. My tires are really expensive because I drive a Fiat. And then we park and we go in. And they're like, oh yeah, your appointment was such and such time. And that's already passed. And we've already put someone in your spot. Our next appointment is in like 2 weeks. This is the closest we can get you in. Or you can go a couple minutes away and go to this other place that will do it for you. And all you gotta do is get them to sign the paper and bring it in. Now, I needed insurance at this point because I was already probably 16 or so weeks along. We say, okay, we're going to go over to this place because you don't need an appointment. It's walk in. You can just go in, get it, and leave. These people that we're going to, I don't have anything against this place. And I don't have anything against this woman that I'm about to talk about. They have helped a lot of people. Both of my sister-in-laws have had to go there to get baby supplies, diaper bags, diapers, clothes, because they can't afford some of the stuff that they need. And this place has car seats and cribs that are donated and they give them to women who need them. I personally did not get any baby items from there because I felt like I didn't need to take advantage of them. My husband and I were doing fine. We could afford all of the stuff we needed. We already had most of the stuff we needed. There wasn't really going to be a big deal about us needing a car seat or a crib, of which we had either already bought or were planning on buying in the near future. And I didn't want to take those items away from women who actually needed them. So I didn't get anything from there, but if I had needed it, I probably would have. It's a really good resource for single moms and low-income parents. At one point, one of my sister-in-laws couldn't work, and that's how she got all of this stuff for her daughter, and I'm so happy that that resource was available to her. But I can say that I wouldn't be looking forward to going back there. Even if I did need another pregnancy test, I would probably go somewhere else. It is a very, very Christian-based place. There's a lot of talk about God. Of course, I am a Christian, so that didn't really bother me, and I didn't have any problem with that. But there was also some other aspects that I didn't appreciate. I came in with my mother as an 18-year-old. I wasn't a minor, I wasn't underage, I was married, and I made it very clear when I came in that I was married, and this baby was planned. I said, I already know I'm pregnant, this baby was planned, and my husband was very excited about it, because he was very excited. He was just as excited as me. She makes me fill out a form, you know, age, race. So this lady took me back and I took the pregnancy test, and I'm thinking, oh, she's gonna look at the test, say it's positive, she's gonna sign the piece of paper, she's gonna give it to me, I can leave. I was wrong. I should have knew there was something else that I had to go through in order to leave. I mean, I should have known something else was going on. But as soon as I met this lady, she was a little off to me. Just with the way she spoke to me. And I have a lot of people think that I'm saying I'm married, but I'm not. I have a lot of people thinking that I'm lying about some aspect of my life. I'm married. I have pictures of the wedding. I have some video of the wedding. I have a marriage certificate that says that I'm married. Yet, people don't believe me when I say that I'm married, and it is mind-blowing to me that some people would think I'm lying about that. One of the first things this woman says after I'm pregnant is, you know, this is after she's done the calculating up how far along I am, which I'll put in all of that here. She says my due date's the 27th of February, which I had already thought that was going to be, I already thought that was what it was going to be, but the doctor's office ended up telling me I was due March 5th, and she ended up born February 17th, so either way, I won. And apparently this woman has a list of questions she has to go through and ask me after I get a positive pregnancy test. One of the first ones being, are you going to be looking to get an abortion? I understand that this is one of the questions on her list that she has to ask me. But in what universe is it okay to ask someone who has already told you that they know they're pregnant, the baby was planned, that they wanted to keep it, and that they are married and happily awaiting the arrival of said baby? In what universe is it okay to ask them if they want an abortion? And of course I say no. Probably a little nicer than that, but I said no. and again made it clear that I was married. This baby was planned, and I was very happy about it. They have this wall. It's just like a full wall of pamphlets, all of which I still have. She said, oh, go get you some pamphlets, you know, that you're pregnant and you probably need some information. So I got getting baby to sleep, car seat safety, tantrums, new babies and older children, baby illnesses, discipline for babies, baby bathing basics, introducing solid foods, potty training, when your baby cries, coming home with baby. This is a breastfeeding pamphlet. I'll get to those later in another video. Folic acid for women for healthy babies. These are the pamphlets I picked up. What part of any of these would make you think that I wanted to not keep my baby? Well, then she hands me these. These are some little booklets about teen pregnancy. Okay, she gives me these. And then she lectures me on my relationship with God. My relationship with God is not anyone's business, and it is especially not this stranger's business. I don't believe that is something you should be able to ask someone, whether you're a Christian group or not. What I pray for and what I ask God for is not any of your business. It's not any of her business. What your relationship with God is not my business. And honestly, I don't particularly care, because it does not directly affect my relationship with God. I don't care if you're an atheist. I don't care if you're a Hindu or a Buddhist. I don't care if you're Jewish. I don't care if you're Muslim. I don't care if you're Mormon, because it doesn't affect me. That is your decision. Yet this woman comes in and just, what is your relationship with God? How does God know you're a Christian? Things like that. I'm just gobsmacked. I couldn't talk. I was on the verge of tears because this woman had the audacity to ask me if I wanted an abortion, followed up by, what is your relationship with God? I don't look at the pamphlets I have been given until after I leave. And then I realized the pamphlets she had forced upon me. These look like little books, and they are kind of little books. But this one starts out as, I'm pregnant, now what? This is just a snippet of some of what it says. You're pregnant and it wasn't quite planned. Take a deep breath and try not to panic. I'm pregnant, but it was definitely planned. I've told you that multiple times, and I know this woman knows what's in these pamphlets because she picked them out on purpose. She stood there and looked through them and, here you go. Then share the news. Revealing your unplanned pregnancy to those closest to you can be difficult. But it's important you let them know so you won't have to deal with everything alone. And then prepare yourself for their reactions. You may think you know how your family will respond, but you might also be surprised. It probably took you some time for the reality to sink in. No. It took me about 5 seconds to jump up and down and run down the hallway. I literally ran and almost jumped into the kitchen sink because I was so excited. If they react with judgmental or condemning words, remind them this is a difficult time for you and you need their support. No one reacted bad when I told them. And it wasn't a difficult time. It was the happiest time of my life, and I don't see why you would give me this pamphlet. Ask yourself, who in my life genuinely cares about me? I care about me. My parents care about me. My husband cares about me? How do I really feel about each of my options? Abortion, adoption, parenting. The first two aren't even on my radar at this point, because the baby is planned and I want it, as I have told you multiple times. How did I feel about each option before I found out I was pregnant? The same. How could it affect my health, my body, my future? I mean, I might gain some weight, but other than that, it really won't affect much. How will I feel about my decision 1 year from now, 10 years from now? Well, a year went by and I had a beautiful baby. Yeah, I feel pretty good about it, and I think 10 years from the time I got this pamphlet, I'll be celebrating my daughter's 9th birthday. So, probably still feel pretty good about it. Where you go from here matters. You can come through this a stronger woman. You owe it to yourself to take time and get the facts. This is your life, your pregnancy, and your future. You can do it. It would be helpful if it was an unplanned pregnancy, and I did need help telling my parents this, and I didn't know what I was going to do. But I had very obviously told this woman multiple times in the span of, I guess I was there like an hour, that I was planning the baby. I was really excited, and I went in so excited to get this test, and I came out feeling utterly beat down. The other side of this book is she's pregnant, now what? It's the parents' side. So I'm assuming I was supposed to get my parents to read this, which my mother did read a little bit of it, and let's just say she was not happy I was given this book. She's pregnant, you're shocked. When your daughter breaks the news to you, try not to overreact. Well, she should have already broken the news to you by the time you get this book. So, you know, your initial response will have significant impact on your future relationship with your daughter. If you've already blown it, it is not too late to show her you care. My parents were actually pretty happy, mostly because I was married and planned the baby, as I had told this woman who gave me this book. Bottom line, remain calm. Don't burn bridges by saying something today that you might regret tomorrow. More than likely, your family is facing a future none of you had planned. Excuse me? Am I not a person? I planned it. Planned it pretty good, too. And then it's a bunch of, you know, being supportive and being supportive. And then she needs you now more than ever. You can be her advocate. Listen to her feelings. Respect her feelings about the baby's father. The baby's father is my husband. I have pretty good feelings about him. Still do. And then in the very middle of the book is Face It Together, which is, this is not easy. There are no simple answers. Face this situation together. Talk with each other openly and honestly, but respect each other's needs for time and space. I'm going to be completely honest. I didn't give a diddly darn what my family thought when I found out I was pregnant, because it was not their decision. Because I was married, had already graduated high school, and was living on my own. Of course, we've had to move back in with my grandparents for financial reasons, but we will soon be living on our own again, and I will once again not give a darn what they think of my decisions. I also got some other ones about just keeping a healthy pregnancy, which I do think that it's possible that she gave me this book as a mistake. But at the same time, if it was a mistake, I think she should have been more careful about which pamphlets she gives to people, especially teenage mothers. I mean, I know I was 18, and I guess this may be a thing that she has to give to all teenage mothers, but I think when it has been clarified to you over and over again that the mother couldn't be happier, I think you need to look at what you're giving to them. Because this hit me hard. I think that is the most emotional I've ever been in my pregnancy. Like, there wasn't another time where I got any more upset about something. And the only thing that comes close to me getting that upset about something was when I got upset about ants being in my Mountain Dew one day. Yeah. I think it was rude and insensitive of this woman to give me something that's telling me, we understand that your baby wasn't planned and that you probably don't want it, but here's your options. After I said time and time again, and some people might think I'm crazy and that I'm taking things way out of proportion, but I honestly don't care. It was rude, and I'm still upset about it. That would be all. That's gonna be everything for today. My next really serious video is probably gonna be the one on breastfeeding, so you're gonna wanna just bear with me for that one. If you like this video and you like my face, please subscribe, give it a like, and go watch the rest of my videos. I make new ones every week. I'll see you guys in the next one.